Today marks 10 years since the Russian military invasion of Georgia. We remain deeply concerned over the continued occupation of Georgian territories and once again call on Russia to fully implement the EU-mediated ceasefire agreement from the 12th of August 2008. We condemn the gross violations of the freedom of movement and underline the fundamental rights of the internally displaced persons and refugees, including their right to return to their places of origin in safety and dignity.
10 years ago, late President of Poland, Lech Kaczyński, convened 4 leaders of the region to bring them to Tbilisi, threatened by the Russian tanks. He immediately and resolutely objected the violation of sovereignty and territorial integrity of Georgia. As he said in Tbilisi on the 12th of August 2008, today Georgia, tomorrow Ukraine, and the day after tomorrow the Baltic states, and later maybe the time for my country, Poland.
It is almost exactly 10 years since the day that Russian forces entered sovereign territory of Georgia. Ever since then, Russia has continued to build up its military presence in those occupied parts of Georgia. For a decade already, international and humanitarian access to the occupied regions has been blocked by Russian military forces, worsening the humanitarian situation in those parts of the country. For a decade, many Georgians have had to live as exiles in their own country.
10 years ago, Russia attacked sovereign Georgia and occupied 20% of the territory. It's impossible to treat wounds of war. It's very difficult to recover sovereignty and territorial integrity, but that will come because Georgia is backed and supported by democratic international community. Lithuania stands by Georgia. Lietuva tkvens gverdit ga Sakartvelo.
Romania firmly supports the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Georgia within its internationally recognized borders.
The way towards a sustainable peace lies on full implementation of the ceasefire agreement. Withdrawal of Russian forces is crucial for the conflict transformation. Security and human rights situation in the occupied Abkhazia and Tkhinvali regions remains alarming.